You've heard me mention many times that if we treat the body as a field of awareness, then through various practices, we can begin to improve, augment self regulation, homeostasis, healing, and decrease inflammation. I have had a lifelong practice of yoga, pranayam, and as you know, I've written a book on the 8 limbs of yoga along with Sarah Finger. It's called Living in the Light, Yoga for Self-Realization. We also offer a course through IIN, International Institute of Nutrition, IIN, on yoga certification using some of these ideas for self-regulation and healing. Yoga Nidra is a very interesting activity where there is a systematic focusing on body parts and the conscious contraction and relaxation of muscles. And this indeed engages specific areas of the sensory and motor cortices in the brain. This targeted stimulation is the groundwork for potential neuroplastic changes. Of course, this is use-dependent, repetitive firing of neural pathways like those involved in Yoga Nidra can lead to a process called long-term potentiation, LTP. LTP is a strengthening of synaptic connections where neurons essentially become more efficient at communication with each other. This could potentially enhance your sensitivity to bodily sensations, refinement of movement control, and overall improved mind-body coordination. What about visceroceptive and interoceptive practices? So interoception, visceroception are related words. Visceroception is the sensing of internal bodily states, heart rate, digestion, through practice, bringing awareness. Remember, the body is a field of awareness. Interoception is the overall awareness and interpretation of signals from various organs in the body, learned through practice. And then there are things like bandhas, energy locks, that are part of yogic practice. All these activate the insular cortex, a brain region which is very key for emotional regulation and also for bodily regulation of bodily organs. So enhanced sensitivity through these practices leads to stronger functional connections between the insular cortex, linked to attention and emotional regulation, and somatosensory areas. This translates to heightened awareness of subtle body cues and possibly improved emotional regulation. In fact, a lot of people get an emotional joy out of these practices. Yogic breathing and bandhas can also stimulate and do stimulate the vagus nerve. I mentioned this many times. And this vagus nerve is a major parasympathetic pathway which links to the heart, lungs, and gut. Vagal activation is associated with a decrease in stress response, improved heart rate variability, and promotes deep calmness. So, neuroplasticity, of course, takes a little bit of time. You have to be practicing it regularly. The changes in brain structures and connectivity happen over consistent long-term practice. And overall, my experience is that they lead to self-regulation, stress management, increased joy, and ultimately the 4 things that I talk about: joyful, energetic body, loving, compassionate heart, clear mind, and lightness of being. That is self-healing, self-regulation, and homeostasis. And because awareness, attention, and intention act at a very subtle level. This is the true basis of quantum healing. Let me know if this interests you. Thank you.